Hi everyone! Today I'm here to show you how to make a buttercream transfer. Buttercream transfers are super easy and super quick to do. They're great for characters, logos, really any type of event that you have something specific you'd like to trace and put on your cake. I love this technique because you can use a store-bought cake and just place your logo or design on the front. I have this graduation cake that I'm going to show you how to do step by step and just show you how fast and easy this really is. The first thing I need to do is color all of my icing and pull everything together. So I have white and yellow decorator icing. I also have some black tubed icing. I'm going to be using tips number 3 and number 5, so I have a few of those on hand. And then lastly, I'm going to color 2 cups of icing blue for my bulldog. So I've already dropped 35 of the Color Right blue drops into my icing. I need 5 more. That brings me to a total of 40 drops. And I love doing this because it's super bright and super vibrant, and I can get that color again anytime. So 5 more drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, just like that. And the other great thing about Color Right is it's super customizable. So if you have a specific logo or a team color that you're trying to match, Wilton has a ton of colors online that you can find your color and match it. This looks all stirred through. Perfect, my color is nice and distributed. I'm going to put this in a decorating bag with a tip number 3, and I'm going to start decorating my bulldog. So the next thing I want to do is either print out my pattern or my logo. I have my bulldog pattern right here ready to go. The link will be down below if you'd like to do this pattern as well. And just so you know, if you have a pattern that has some writing or has to be a specific direction, make sure to flip the image. That way when you flip it onto your cake, it's facing the right way. So I've taped my image down to a cake board. That way I can easily put it in the freezer when I'm ready to go. And I'm going to tape a small bit of wax paper on top. From there, I'm going to start outlining with my black decorator icing and a tip number 3. I'm first going to outline my bulldog using black decorator icing and a tip number 3. I am piping the outline for the teeth, but this is just so I know where they are. I'm going to go back later and repipe them with white and give them some 3D dimension. Now that my outline is complete, I'm going to start filling in the head of the bulldog with my blue icing. You want to make sure to get right up to the edge of your outline, that way there's no gap in between your outline and the cake. And don't worry if it's a little messy or uneven. I'm going to smooth it out with a spatula. Another great thing to have on hand is if you have a design with a lot of intricate details, make sure to have some toothpicks around. That way you can push the icing into any small detail or crevice. Now I'm going to start decorating with my yellow icing and fill in his collar. And just remember that this is the back side of your design, so it can look a little messy. Lastly, I'm going to decorate with white decorator icing. First, I need to fill in his eyes, and I'm going to be using a tip number 3. And then I'm going to create an outline around him for a little more stability using a tip number 5. I am piping my outline white, but you can pipe any color as your outline. You want to match the outline to your cake. That way it seems seamless. My last step is to add a layer of white icing all over my design. This makes sure that my design is level and it creates more stability on my design. This again is the bottom of the cake, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to go all over my design. Make sure to stay inside the lines of your design. And then like I did with the blue, I'm going to take a spatula and smooth it out. You don't want to press too hard because you don't want to mess up your design underneath. So just lightly smooth this layer. Now that my design is done, I'm going to place the cake board and my design in the freezer for about 90 minutes or until the icing is firm to the touch. After 90 minutes, my transfer is firm to the touch, and I'm going to gently release my wax paper from my board. And I like to just flip it on the wax paper. If you're more comfortable, you can put it on a cake board for more stability, but this way I can kind of line it up a little easier. And I'm going to place this right in the center of my cake. Remember, this is nice and firm, so don't be concerned. There we go. And then just gently peel the wax paper away. The last thing I need to do is pipe any last details like his teeth, or if you want to put any message on your cake, now would be the time to do it. Make sure to keep your cake refrigerated until you're ready to serve, that way your transfer stays nice and firm. Please let us know what you thought about this video down below, and for more tips and tricks, visit Wilton.com.